Hello everybody, this is Faye and this is going to be a tea leaf card reading. And those that are, have subscribed to my channel, welcome back. It's lovely to have everybody here. For those that are new, a huge welcome. I hope you will subscribe and get more of my readings that I put out, hopefully every week if I possibly can. I would like to remind everybody that the more that you look at your zodiac card readings that I put out, the video that gets the most views will get the tea leaf reading for that particular sign. So say if you're Scorpio, that if Scorpio gets a lot of views and shares, then Scorpio will win a tea leaf reading for the following month. In fact, I'm saying Scorpio because it was actually Scorpio that won the tea leaf reading for September. But getting back to this, guys, you can come to these readings at any time. I always feel if you're drawn to a reading, it's because you're supposed to hear something, okay? And they are such a quick little message and normally quite on point. So the way that I do it is I move from 1, 2, 3 and 4. You would just pause your video, see where you feel drawn to. You could be drawn to more than one bundle, so that's not a problem either. It's not wrote in stone that you have to just go to one particular place. You could go to different ones. There may be other messages there that you need to hear. And always remember, even if you hear a reading and you think, oh, that doesn't relate to me, it could still be to happen. It could still be to come up in your life. Even if it doesn't resonate at that particular moment, it could still have to come in, or it may have already happened. There is no time scale, and the people who tell you that there is, I'm afraid it's, especially when it comes to such a reading where it is for many people, it's an energy, so I can't possibly put a time on it. So it's just whenever it's relevant to yourself that is when it will come in. So for those of you that want to subscribe, please hit the bell icon, because I've had many people say that they haven't seen my videos for a while, and really the way it works with YouTube, if you don't hit the bell icon, you will not be notified of forthcoming videos. So please do that, because it certainly does help to get the videos going into your particular slots. Right, let's get started, guys. What I normally do is I would move, I'm going to read number 1, so to give me space to lay the cards out, I'll move 2, 3 and 4 to the side. So for those of you that picked number 1, here goes. We have Eagle, Wishbone, a Hammock, Throne, Axe, and a Broken Wishbone. Now this is very strange right away. I don't know if you can actually see this. Hopefully you can actually see all these cards. To get the Wishbone and a Broken Wishbone to come out in the same reading is quite strange, which makes me feel that this reading is going to be split between whoever's listening, okay? Because it looks to me that there will be a wish granted, but in this side here there will be, the wish will not be granted at this time. So I'm wondering if maybe it can just be that you are going through a very traumatic and a turbulent time, quite a turbulent time, because I really feel here that you could be dealing with authority. Now that can be the courts, it could be something legal, it could even just be in your workplace. Maybe you're dealing with a boss or the HR department for some particular reason, because it says for a position of authority, and I don't see it to be in a job as in you're getting moved into that. I feel that you're dealing with it, because we also have an Axe here, and it's forces working against you. Now I think there could be, maybe there's something, some kind of judgment to be made, and you're wishing for this to happen. It will, a position, you know, something will be granted, and this side says no, it won't be granted. It's almost like you are still waiting on some kind of final decision. As if you've been held on and held on. You could be waiting for a court case to go ahead, and every time you get a date, it's cancelled. That kind of idea. You could be turning up to court, and it could even be you're getting called for jury duty, and every time you go in, you turn up, it's cancelled. It's almost like your wish is granted that you don't need to go, so it's cancelled, but it's still ongoing. You could get called back at another date. That kind of idea. There's forces working against you, and I'm wondering if that is someone that is in authority. Something is working against you for some peculiar reason. They could have something that you don't know about, some kind of form of evidence that they're not disclosing at this particular time for number one. Remember, guys, this is for many people. If you aren't dealing with authority figures or courts or police or whatever, then it could still come in for you, or it could be for someone close to you. It's telling you that you need to take a physical or a mental vacation from all of this. I think this is getting a bit far too much for you. That I think your mind is becoming very congested and very as if you can't make a proper decision on anything. It could be that you don't really know what it is that you want as an outcome in something, because it says here, I wish to be granted, I wish not to be granted. It's almost like you are dealing with something like the law of attraction, where you are not being clear on what it is that you actually want. So this wish can't come forth because you're not being clear on what it is that you want. Up here it says triumph over troubles and obstacles. This whole reading is very confusing, especially to me. And I think what it's telling you to do is that you have to go and actually clear out your mind. This is for someone who is in a huge turmoil at the moment. Mentally in a huge turmoil. You don't know what way to turn. That's the only way I can read these cards, because it's very conflicting. And I think when it says someone forces working against you, it could be yourself. You're almost working against your own betterment for yourself. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're blocking. You're blocking yourself. You're blocking yourself. You may be actually doing something that you know isn't the right thing to do, but for some reason you keep doing it, and it could be because you're getting told by people from above that this is the way something's to be done, and you don't want to do it because it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel congruent to what it is that you believe. It's a very, I'm sorry for those who picked number one, because this is very confusing. It's very confusing for me when two wishbones that say two completely different things come out. The only advice I can give you for this is that you have to try and take yourself out of the situation, even if it means going and speaking to someone that is out with this situation, a counsellor or somebody, to give you some kind of mental respite. It does say triumph over troubles and obstacles. How that's going to come about, I'm not quite sure. It could just be that this particular time you're not going to get an answer. Your wish is just not going to come at this particular time, or not in the way that you expected it to. So that's for number one. This is for number two. Sorry guys, I had to pause you there because the door keeps opening. I think we've got a visitor. Right, let's see. Number two. Angel. The moon. Oh dear. That's a good card. the hand, dog close-up, goldfish, and the broken ring. I wonder if you can all see this. Hang on to try and move this camera around a bit to see if you can actually see it. Can you see this? Right, let me have a look. You're being protected at this particular time. You have the angel here. It's either for spiritual guidance and it's protecting you from harm and against something that's going to be coming up for you. As I said with number 1, if this doesn't resonate with you at the moment, it could still be come in, or it could be for someone very close to you. It looks to me here that you're in need of help in some way, and I don't know if it's to do with your finances. You're asking for some kind of financial help. Both cards here talk about spiritual guidance. I'm wondering if you're actually looking to go back to maybe some kind of belief system that you've had, or you're starting to study or want to study some kind of esoteric, even if it's cards or tea leaves or rune stones. You could be starting to open an interest for something like that, because there's both here, and I think you are starting to look at, you could be starting to look at the world around you and think there's got to be something that's happening here, because everybody's going crazy, and you're starting to look at different planes of existence, if you like. I don't know how else to say that. Also here, you could be going to friends for this, because it does say you're going to have pleasure with close friends. I think your friends are going to play a huge part in your life at this particular moment, number 2. It could be someone who's going to give you guidance or assistance, but I think that's your angel. I really do. I think your angel is the one that is going to be coming around your energy to protect you. I think you're needing protection at this particular time. And the broken ring is a partner of the ways in either a romantic or a business. So you could be coming up for a breakup. It could be romantic. You could be looking to split from your partner. It can be a business partner also. You could be looking to leave a business, maybe break things up, break down everything about the business and just taking what's yours, or looking to sell something of the business. But I feel with this, it's going to make a huge, this is where the finances may be changing. It does say an increase in material wealth. Now, you could be, if you break up with maybe your partner, looking for some kind of, maybe the home's going to be sold, or things that you've had, you got together, and you could be getting your financial payout from that. If it is a business that's getting broken up, there could still be some kind of payoff from that. A huge change. We've got the moon here. A huge change is coming to your life. Changes in your life. And when I look at the rest of these cards, then yes, it's going to be, I really do think it could be, sorry to say, maybe your relationship is going to be breaking down. And it's going to make a huge impact on your life. But you've not to worry, because you are going to be protected this time. You do have angelic protection around you. So don't worry. Things will work out they're supposed to. That's for number 2. Number 3. The yoke. Broom. Tree, flute, target, and a mountain road. Right, for those that picked number 3, I really feel when I see this, you could have went in and bought a new property. Okay, you could be thinking about buying a new property or moving in with your partner. It can also mean a new attitude. It can mean that something, your belief systems are changing and you're getting a new attitude. Maybe you're getting a new attitude to work, or a new attitude towards getting married, or whatever it is, your attitude could be changing. Or like that, you're looking to move into a new home. Now I don't know if it's a new home as in it's a brand new home just built. You could be looking to get a house built, or maybe it's just a new home to you. But it's affecting the family. It could be that this new home is going to be for a family. I don't think it's just you. I do think it's to be a family home. I look up here and it's out the yoke, and the yoke would say that you're feeling tied down. Either tied down with the responsibilities or pure frustration. I'm wondering if this house that you want to buy is starting to become like a real noose around your neck. Maybe it's starting to eat all the finances, especially when I did say it looked like maybe you could be building a brand new home. Maybe you'd estimated a certain amount of money, and it's just, the money's just, it's like as if this is just like a pure money pit. That everything that, you know, it just seems to be every time you get something done, you're needing more money, you're needing more money. It's like a money pit, and it's becoming a bit of a, as if it's like a noose or a yoke. It's like round your neck. It's like becoming a bit burdensome. So if you haven't signed papers yet, I would be very, very careful. I think this is a warning reading for someone. I would be very careful of signing up for something, especially maybe if the house isn't finished. Don't finish off, don't sign off on anything until you know exactly that it is to spec. It's up to spec. Now, family affairs, we've also got disappointment here in a friend or a lover. So I don't know what in. It could be that maybe after all this, with this home and this whole situation, your lover or your partner or your friend is starting to maybe want to back out, because it looks like there's going to be a disappointment. It might have nothing to do with the home. There could be something else. So just look out for that, feeling a disappointment. But I'm going to take this one first. A target, a goal-orientated person. I feel that there's either someone going to be coming into your life who is very goal-orientated, and it could be actually helping you get through this time of feeling frustrated that your hands are tied. This person could be coming in to really push whatever it is that is holding you up. Could be coming in to push it through and get you back on track. The mountain road, you're on the road to success. So it looks to me, all your frustrations and all this feeling of being tied down, it's going to eventually just disperse, and you will be fine, because we have the road to success here. Here's the mountainside and how you get up. It's going to be a hard slog, but you will get there. Nothing's ever going to be, anything worthwhile is never easy, let's put it that way. Look out for this friend or this lover, and whatever the disappointment is. I can't see what it could. It will be different for everybody. Remember, this is just a general reading, so you know, always feel that forewarned. You know, foretold is forewarned. So look out for this. Remember, not everybody's perfect. People let you down and they don't mean to. It's just the way things are. Maybe, you know, it could just be something that they didn't think was that important, but it was important to you. So be kind if that is the case. We're all human, we make mistakes. That's for number 3. Number 4, finger, shield, apple, ladder, star, scales. Straight away I'm going to the warnings. Okay, there's 2 warning cards here for those that picked number 4. We've got the shield, which would say you've got to defend yourself against something. Okay, so be prepared to fight your corner. We've got the finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So some kind of problem is going to creep up for those that pick number 4. You're going to have to defend yourself in some way. This could be maybe someone is taking out some kind of legal, maybe suing you for something. So just be careful. You know, I keep thinking if maybe someone has their own business, to make sure that you're well insured in case someone comes into your premises and falls over or has an accident, that you are covered in some way, okay? Because you know what it's like now, people get sued all the time for just about everything. So defend yourself in some way. You may be getting accused of something and you're going to have to defend yourself. You've got good advice and a wise person here. Could be your lawyer, okay? You could be having to seek legal advice, especially if you're going to be getting sued in some way or taken to court for something. So someone will be there too. And when I see the scales here, I think of law as well, even though it's to keep your life in balance. Well, we try and do that, try and keep work and play on an equal balance. But I really do think this is to do with legal. There could be a legal issue coming up for number 4. So you maybe have to seek out a lawyer. But up here you've got guaranteed success and climbing towards success. So I wouldn't worry about this legal situation, because it will come. It'll pay out in your favour. So don't worry about it. Okay, so quite a good ending to that reading. So I hope everybody enjoyed these little readings. Remember guys, if you want to get more of them, you have to hit the bell icon or you will not be notified. Been doing too many readings today guys. You'll not be notified of them, and you will miss out. It's just something that happens now with algorithms. And I hope you've enjoyed this. So remember, if you're a Scorpio, keep looking out for the Scorpion reading, tea leaf reading, that I'll be posting up very shortly. Speak to everybody later. Bye bye.